Maryland Natural Resources police say after 2 years, they still don't know who they found on the grounds at Cunningham Falls State Park.
Yeah, detectives were only able to piece together a few remains of a young man considered to be a John Doe. WMAR 2 News' Skylar Henry spoke with a group of Towson students who helped find even more clues in this Maryland mystery.
Sometimes to solve a cold case, you have to go back to the basics, or in this case, back to school.
It is like looking for a needle in a haystack, and so we've learned as we've gone along that there have to be parameters on the areas that we're searching.
Dana Coleman is a forensic science professor at Towson University. Armed with more than a decade of working with Baltimore County Police's homicide unit, she's using her experience to teach the next generation of forensic experts.
The other thing that I know is that when students go for job interviews, they can say, yeah, this is huge. Baltimore City is just sucking up Towson students. Baltimore County Crime Lab is taking Towson students because on their resume, they don't just say, you know, I studied forensics. They've actually done it.
Most recently, to sift through Cunningham Falls State Park in Thurmont on a mission to help Maryland Natural Resources Police identify a John Doe. In 2016, a hunter found skeletal remains, but the bones collected weren't enough to properly identify who the man was. And investigators have had little luck finding more clues. Until now.
We found multiple skeletal elements. We found a mandible, we found several teeth, ribs, vertebrae, all identified as being part of the guy that we see up on the board.
These are Hail Mary passes, and we're hoping to connect again.
A sketch artist was able to put together this, a young man in his late teens to early 20s.
About 40 yards off the road was where the first bones were found, and the rest of them weren't very far away.
The students at Towson, with the help of a few cadaver dogs, were able to find even more remains, more than 25 bones, including teeth, that may help shed new light on who this man is.
It's kind of frustrating to not find all of him, because obviously you want to be able to find as much as you can, but even finding some of him just brings back pieces of his story.
Piecing together chapters and ultimately the ending of the story of how this John Doe died and why after so long no one has identified him.
I'm even more motivated when we have a vibrant, young, 18 to 20-year-old guy who to this day doesn't have a name. I don't understand how that can happen.
In Towson, Skylar Henry, WMAR 2 News.